show on you, okay? Hello. Yeah, just right there. Look, no, don't lick my straw. Jericho, did you put that up your nose? Don't put it up your nose. Hi, Labby. Lavender. Hey, baby. Hi, you good? Hi. You're a cute little baby girl. Cute little baby girl. Jericho. Hello. Hello. I might have to turn it this other way. Hey, Labby. Jericho. Hi, buddy. Hello, Carla. Hi, Marissa. Hey, Jericho, look. Well, that's a good boy. See, we had to tell him that he was going to be on the live tonight so he would come inside. And here he is. He came charging in here like, all right, where's the camera? I'm here. Hey, Kuza. Hey, Jericho. Tell everybody hello. Oh, she's good. Hello, bud. Okay, you're coming closer? Okay, come on. Come here. Want to check for boogies? Might as well get that out of the way. Let's check for boogies. No boogies? Okay. Hey, Labby. Labby, we need to check for boogies. Check for boogies. She's like, no, nope, I don't have any. Nope. Little girl. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. But it's hard to see you though when you're in there. Jericho, can you entertain? Hello, Tammy from Oregon. You're laughing so hard. Hello, Amanda. How are you doing this evening? Jericho, people want to boop your nose. Come on, they're just virtual boops. Hello, Jeremy. Jericho, they're just virtual boops. I won't... They're just virtual boops, okay? Boop! Boop! Jericho. Hello, Pamela from Boone, North Carolina. Oh, he's got his tail going. Are you... Uh-oh. You're closing the door. Come here. No, it's okay. Come here. Jericho, come. She's like, what's going on? What's all that noise? Little girl. Hello, Teresa. I see you popped in there. Hey, Jericho, look. Jericho. Sir Doggin. Sir Doggin. Hello. Sir Doggin. There you are. There's the boy. Oh. Really? You're bored with me already? Are you bored with me already? What is he? He's a Harlequin Great Dane. He's a huge doggy. 168 pounds. No, he's my baby. Well, he's one of my babies. One of my babies. He's a good boy. Hello, Lucille. Thank you for sharing. He's got like one on walleye. It's hilarious. Oh, thank you for the rose, Tammy. Hey, Labby. Thank you, Roxy, for the rose. Labby's in here. She's like, this is cuddly. I like this place. Hey, baby. Little girl. Hi. She likes her little pouch. Thank you, Renee, for the heart me. She is a non-releasable opossum. And they are marsupials, so they love pouches, and the females have pouches. Hi, Labby. Most of the time, I have her out of the pouch, like at the beginning. She is a queen. She's the cutest little queen baby. They're cute. Thank you for the tiny dinies, Carla. You're not home? Baby. LOL with all the animals. Yes, with just the two, we have a circus. She is a sweet baby. Well, thank you for the tiny diny. Thank you for the follows, too. She's 20 months old. Oh, thank you, Carla, for the tiny dinies. Hey, Labby. Labby, I want you to say hi to people. Come here. Come on. I gotta show them things. She goes, I want to show them how I can sleep. Look, I can show them how I can sleep. See how I sleep? And before you ask, no, you cannot have her. There's a line. You mean babysitting? There's a babysitting line for Lavender. Thank you for all the tiny dinies, Carla. I love giving her bedhead. She looks really cute with bedhead. She looks better than I do with bedhead. Thank you, Renee, for all the tiny dinies. The goal has been completed. Your quest is now complete. But we will continue the show. I catch opossums all the time. I live in the woods. I catch them and take them back to the woods. Yes, they do love coming out of the woods and finding food, foraging. Okay, Lavi, come here, baby. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm going to see if I can get her to get comfy outside of the pouch a little bit. Okay, come here. Okay, well, then I guess don't mind my hair, everybody. But there's Lavi. There's Miss Lavi. You don't need any more food, Jericho. I know. I do. They have 50 teeth. Yes. You can be gone now. Bye-bye. We don't need any negative comments in here. This is only a calm place. Positivity. It's because the lighting in here, actually. Her ears are actually like a dark gray / black color. What was like? There was something here. Lavender is a non-releasable opossum. There was something else I had. What was I going to say? Apparently, it's not important. Me too, Marky. Her name is Lavender. Oh, is it that time? Are you going to come tell stories? Come tell a story. You work tomorrow, huh? Yes, I did raise her. She was supposed to be euthanized, but they placed her with me. So she didn't get euthanized, and she was non-releasable from the beginning. My baby. Hi. Oh, the big yawn. I understand, Nope. Oh, at Barnes and yay! It's your first day. Exciting. You have to go down to Huntington Beach for that one, right? You move. Oh, is that Alaska or? They do. They do have thumbs. They're posable thumbs here. Sir? That's very loud. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get. Okay, this is. Sir? Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to get where you can see. See her. Okay. trying to show you. Oh, Long Beach. Okay. Yes, yes, tell me about it. Does she stay up all night? Yes, they are nocturnal, so she'll wake up, like officially wake up and go foraging out in her food place like 1 o'clock in the morning or so. And then, baby, give me a baby. Give me a baby. And then she'll come to bed like after daylight. Sometimes she'll come get cuddles in the night and climb up on the bed, and sometimes she just goes under the bed. Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Yes, I agree. Nope. They really are amazing. Oh, boy. I work with licensed rehabbers. But typically, yes, in most states you need some sort of permitting or licensing. You just have to check the area with other rehabbers. Where you headed? Where you headed, baby? Okay, let me turn this around. Sir! Hey, baby. I do not know what he's barking at. Not necessarily. They're actually not aggressive at all. They're a docile species. They're just very defensive. If they see somebody or want to protect themselves or their babies, then they will get defensive, and that's by hissing, growling, so like drooling. It's that making that sound, Jericho. That. It's you. You're the one making the big sound. Yes, you are. You're the one making the big barky bark. Sir! Hey, look, tell a story. Why don't you tell a story? Fine. We'll go back to Lavender then. When you start telling stories, I'll put the camera back on you. Oh, I get side-eye all the time. I'm used to it now. Yeah, he was out. I don't know what he was barking out there. But if he were to do really big barks, they're extremely loud. Sometimes I have to tell him to use his inside voice. Hey, Labby. Okay, she's getting comfy. That's my bear skin, though. Labby. I do too. They're amazing. Okay, Labby. This is her head. This is how she kind of roams through. Yeah, Jericho absolutely adores Lavender. Lavender's just like, stay out of my space and we're good. Hey, Labby. She's trying to get to the edge, I think. Was that fun? Was that fun? You made it through the underneath the sheet? Yeah? Yeah, I love her to pieces. I love her so much. Their eyesight is 6 to 8 inches perfectly clear in front of them in the dark. But when light hits it, it's kind of like when we get our eyes dilated. So like when a car comes or something like that, first of all, they don't know what cars are. And secondly, hey, Gala, cars will blind them because of the light. So they have no idea what's coming at them. So that's why sometimes they freeze, sometimes they don't know what to do. Good morning, Della. Yeah, but the reason for their perfectly good eyesight in the dark is because they typically hunt bugs and worms and things like that. And so that's all the distance they really need to survive. Oh yeah, it's not uncommon for them to come out during the daylight too. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with them technically, just, sometimes they have to go to the bathroom, sometimes they want to get food, or they have to come out and get food to, for their babies, and feed themselves and stuff. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, he's good. You missed the barking fit he just had. And now he's back in here and he just laid down. She's huffing at me. She's like, come on, Mom. I just want to get comfy. He's 5 years old. Lavender is 20 months old. Okay, so it's kind of like one of those catch-22s, Nope. We don't really, like, if you already feed feral cats and possums come up and they eat the cat food, totally fine. If you see them kind of roaming through your yard all the time, you know, here's the issue. Because they need to remain to know how to forage for their food. So if it's constantly easy for them and then all of a sudden that food disappears on them, then they, you know, it's just kind of like one of those safety things. Also, we don't recommend people trying to get too friendly to them, because even though you mean no harm, the next person might. So that's one of the reasons that we also don't encourage, like, hand feeding especially, or, you know, trying to pet them, because they are amazing creatures. But you know, but like I mentioned, just putting things out, like if you're already feeding other cats or something like that, then it's fine. I don't think my question was answered in that other live chat. Which question, Gala? Hi, TJ. We're doing okay. They actually do not burrow themselves, but they will go into an already dug burrow. But that's like, they'll go under bushes, under decks, under houses, any like garages, or little outbuildings, things like that. When they can find a way to get comfy, they'll make a nest in there. They're perfectly harmless. They're not going to give any of the domestic animals any type of diseases. They don't carry rabies, distemper, parvo, or feline leukemia because their temperature is too low. The worst thing that could possibly happen is a bite, in which you might just need to have antibiotics, or like for me, I had to have a tetanus shot and antibiotics because I was bitten by a rescue. So, but anyway, I know I went off I do tangents, by the way. You just kind of have to piece my puzzle together. But anyway, so yeah, they're not really diggers. They'll kind of do like a little bit with like digging for food and stuff, like worms or whatever, but it's very minimal. Their claws and feet are mainly to climb. They're very, very good climbers. And so they eat a lot of fruits, animal proteins, like unalived other proteins, or like rats and mice, venomous snakes, regular snakes. And she's like, my head's under. Okay, I'm good. Trying to think what else I can tell you guys. Let's see. Let me go to... Oh, thank you for the heart puff, TJ. Yes, opossums visit us and eat cat food. Awesome. Okay. And cat food's perfectly fine for them, by the way. Yeah, and it's mainly opossums to do with the whole no rabies, distemper situation. That's different with skunks and raccoons. Raccoons can get rabies and distemper, and skunks can definitely get rabies. I'm not sure about the distemper side. I can't imagine why not, but, you know, that I just don't know that one. But, you know, rabies is less likely in a raccoon. It's going to be more likely to be distemper. So as long as your pet is vaccinated against distemper, then it would be okay there too. But, you know, yeah, and I'm talking mainly of raccoons and skunks on that regard. But opossums, they don't get it. How many teeth do they have? They have 50 teeth. There's the face. She's underneath here. Sometimes I can uncover her after she's fallen asleep. Oh, she's really kind of in there. Oh, hi, baby. I know, I'm sorry. Dumb question, but is it safe to say possums should not be domesticated? Okay, well, let's just put that domestication takes thousands of years. So we'll say, because she's very tame. As much as we all love them and everything like that, they really do need to be in the wild, because that's part of our ecosystem. Hey, baby. So, you know, it's a hard question to answer, because, you know, ultimately, hello, Nicole. Ultimately, working with animals, the ultimate goal is to release them, as hard as that is. And, if we wish we could keep them all, but we can't, and they need to be released back into the wild. People want wild animals as pets, but it's usually not for their... That's correct. And, I'm going to say this. I grew up in a home where we constantly went to zoos. My mom was just absolutely obsessed with animals, which is awesome. We had a pet skunk for a little while. We had a raccoon that I grew up with. He was 18 years old. What? Were you saying something? Was it your phone? Okay. He was 18 years old when he passed away. And at that time, it was legal to have them where I'm from, or Florida is where I'm from originally. But I'm against now, unless they cannot be released, I'm against having them as, just like being able to go out and buy an animal and have it as a pet. It's really kind of like a very fine line and gray area because I love them so much, but it's just they are part of our ecosystem and they need to remain in that ecosystem. If that makes any sense for you. And so, I've actually gotten the chance to hold a baby chimpanzee, a baby gorilla, and I saw the after effects of a chimpanzee that had gotten to the wild, like he turned and he was no longer able to even be in public presence because he was so angry and so violent. And that's not fair. That's not fair for us to do that to them, because this person that she was hired by the zoo to do what I'm about to tell you, but she was hired to raise the babies to be more tame in human contact, constant human contact. Her home was completely decked out with all of the bars. They each all had their own TVs. And they had their own rooms and everything like that. But it's not a life for them. They belong to be in the wild and, going tree to tree, vine to vine. If they have a broken arm or they have, a reason that they need to be, not returned to the wild, I really feel like they should be put in a sanctuary of some sort. And of course there are some aspects of it because the people in this world like to kill because of, animals having quote unquote valuable parts on them. And, that's protection is another thing, and being able to prevent an animal from going extinct. But, so I know that there's certain guidelines in place and everything, but I've actually started watching this show. It was, I think, called Baby Orphan Rescue or something like that. It's like, I watched the first episode a couple days ago, and it was on, what was it on? Disney, I think? I can't remember. Anyway, and it just kind of goes over, what it takes and the heartbreak, even as the rescuers and stuff. They have to make hard decisions for these animals because sometimes they just can't be saved. I do too, Stormy. I had a possum for 8 months. He did not like us. I had to give him to a rescue. Yeah, he probably was showing signs of being wild, which is actually good to be potentially released. So that's actually what you want. She did not show any signs of that, and that's why they deemed her non-releasable from the beginning. Plus, she was supposed to be euthanized in the beginning. Wild animals need to stay wild and not tamed. It hurts them in the end. That's right. It does. Every situation needs to be in the best interest of the animal's life. Yeah. She's too calm, poor baby. Yeah, exactly. She is not afraid of people at all. Not afraid of people at all. I think, oh, nope, we do not want to do that. I think it's called, orphan animals. No, Orphan Animals Rescue. I cannot remember. Marissa, do you remember? On the Disney Channel, I think it literally just, like, within the last week came out the new first episode, actually. It was really awesome. And the first episode was about pangolins, elephants. Pangolins and elephants. Yeah, it was like Baby Orphan Rescue, something like that. I've become fascinated with wombats, and at this point I'm like, oh man, I really wish I live in Australia. But also no, they're also marsupials, and they're kind of like, what are they like? They're like Frenchie / doggy. They're like doggy marsupials. They're really playful and they're super cute. But they get hit by cars a lot too. Growing up animal? No, it's not. Oh yeah, she's such a sweet girl. Yes, he was feral and ready for the wild, I believe. Okay, that's good. You rescued him, and then you realized, and you made that hard decision to, and I thank you for that, even though, it's like, you made it right. I'll just put it that way. You made it right. Okay, I can probably search it really quick here, because I'm actually, the live's almost over here, but let me search. I'll have to cut the music off for a second, but I can at least, no, I didn't see the question, Gala. Is it being filtered, perhaps? I think it was Disney. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move so fast. There you go, give yourself some grooming. Okay, let me go back here, and let me see. Jericho. Oh yeah, so it was that's right, it was National Geographic, but it's on Disney. Okay, hang on a second. I remember that much. Oh. Okay, National Geographic. Yeah, she's 20 months old. Well, 20 and a half months old. Where is the name of it? This is going to drive me crazy. Okay, I know that it's, okay. It won't let me search it? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, give me a second. Jericho, stop. Stop licking things. Baby. Let's see. Does it come up? Okay, let's just do this. Let's see. Rescue. Maybe we'll put that. I'm gonna find it, guys. I am not gonna give up. Even if we go over time, I will not give up on this. Oh, reservation dogs. Interesting. Oh, reservation dogs. Okay, never mind. Okay. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the... Hello, Ayana. Doing pretty good. Nope, it's not Extreme Rescues. Possums might even groom more than cats. Yeah, I think they do. I grew up with 5 cats, too. It was hard, I cried, but he was ready. Oh, well, you know what? Just always think in your mind that they did survive. Because there was one that my friend, who's a rehabber, she had to send one to be placed. And she was like, he probably is gone by now. And I was like, would you like to know? Or would you just, like, in your head, just, he's still living on? And she's like, yeah, I think I'd rather just think in my head that he's still, going on, still living and everything like that. Nope, it's not Rocky Mountain Rescue. Oh my gosh, this is going to drive me crazy. Do they have like a, oh, maybe did I add it to my watch list? Oh, there it is. Baby Animal Rescue. So I was close. It's called Baby Animal Rescue. And it's on National Geographic, but it's all included on the Disney Channel, Disney Plus. I know, she's... Hi, baby. It's Baby Animal Rescue. So I don't know when... Let me see when this episode... Oh, whoops. When did this episode come out? I don't know if it shows. It might just show the... It probably show on IMDb. I don't think it shows on this channel here. Yes, there's a little bit of sadness to it, Marissa, but it's... There's a hippo. Oh, it just started playing. Yeah, it's season 1, episode 1, and I know it came out this year, but I don't know exactly when. I know, right? She's a very comfy girl. I grew up with a cat hoarder. It was awful. It's the reason for my respect for animal care. Yes. You know, my mom, thankfully, she was not a cat hoarder, but we did have 5 cats. And we traveled with those 5 cats and a Great Dane. And so it was definitely... Oh, you pinned something, Marissa, and I did not see it. I'm sorry. What did you pin? Let me see. Extreme Rescues? Is that what you pinned, maybe? Gala, I'm still not seeing your question. It's really cute, though. It's a really good show. Like, I mean, there are really good parts, too. Like... Hey, Renee. Thank you for the love you. Labby. Oh, this is my girl. My baby. Hello, baby. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll check when I get off of here. Oh, little girl. Yeah. Yeah, it could, definitely. It's watching those kinds of shows definitely help to help you understand more of the types of urgencies and emergencies and things that... Thoughts on zoos? Okay, so that's a kind of... I feel the same way about that. Like, I feel like if there's one that's injured and can't be released, I think that would be okay, but they still need to have some aspect of nature for them, like some sort of more open space. There's actually one place that I really liked. It's called Holly Wild Zoo, and it's in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And they have like these like safari trips. You can go out on the bus, and you can buy, I think you can buy like bags of food and stuff. I don't see why it was filtered if it was... Makes no sense. Yep, who knows with TikTok. My local zoo has a rescue possum in small mammals. Aw. So they have like this huge area where all of these wild animals are allowed to just roam. You've got like water buffalo and giraffes and all different things. And one time, like, it's really great. The ostriches kind of like go doop doop doop. They go by the windows and they're like looking for food. The water buffalo can stick the head inside of the... now, this was so many years ago when I went, but I know it's still there. So the water buffalo stuck his head inside the window, and he like laid his tongue out on one of the ladies' laps, and she was wearing shorts, and she's like, oh, and then he'd put food on the tongue, and he'd go, loop, loop, and he'd roll his tongue back out again. Oh, really? You live super close there then. Have you been to the zoo there? I wouldn't even call it a zoo. It's like a... I mean, it is a safari. But they also have like large pens for Hollywood animals that have been retired. That's why it's called Holly Wild Zoo. I forget what TV series is called, but there's one about zoos in different states and countries. Okay. Yeah, I mean... I kind of feel like for instance, Marissa and I are going to start a sanctuary, which we want to have people come to as well. And there is another one that's like a nonprofit that does something similar, where you can come visit the animals, you can see how they're taken care of, you can just, interact with them, the safe ones and everything like that. So I don't know that we'll get into like large mammals or anything, but we'll see. My dad knew the senior owner. He used to take his house when I little remember seeing lion. Okay. Yeah, I remember they had the lions from Lion King. And they had Pippi Longstocking's horse. And they had zebras and stuff like that. Yes, definitely. But go online first, because the last time I went on there, it was... And I think they even have like holiday stuff too, that you can probably go during the holidays. There might be lights and stuff like that. I don't remember all that's included in that now, but it was a really cool place. So Are you going to go, Marissa? Because you got to get up early? I might stay here for a few more minutes. Yeah. Have you seen Mac's series about the chimp lady? No, I have not seen that one. Oh, thank you, Renee, for the hand hearts. You'll wait? Okay. So, yeah, but it's a kind of like, it's a huge area. And I think that that's a nice place. And even like Animal Kingdom, I wouldn't even consider that like so much like a zoo, because they have like these large open areas for the lions and giraffes and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's still not the wild. But again, like, I don't feel like any wild animal that's perfectly healthy should be held in a zoo captivity type situation. I think it should only be for like trying to get them to reproduce because they're endangered, or if they're injured and they just can't be released. And, you know, and if the animal that exists that is not injured or not endangered, then it shouldn't be on the list. You know, like, there are places, I mean, it sucks, you know, sometimes you can't go places to see certain animals. Like, for instance, here they'll have pandas and stuff on display from China or whatever. But, oh, did you go to Animal Kingdom while you were there? Or did they have one here too? Because I went to the one in Florida, but I didn't know if they had one here or not. Oh, but, sorry. Oh, awesome. Awesome. They even have, like, a breakfast, I think it is, with the elephants and the giraffes, that you can get put really close to them and they can come right up to the fence where you are. But it's like a huge open area. So they, you know, it's not like I think they have safaris too. Not that I'm promoting the whole big park thing, but Cody's friend is a vet there and we got to say, oh, that's awesome. I've always wanted to go to the Animal Kingdom and see. Yeah, it's, I'll tell you a sneaky thing that we did with our friends. They had this really great, restaurant, at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it was like African cuisine, different parts of Africa. Like, I remember my favorite being it was smoked tomato bisque. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. But anyway, they had all of these different, cuisines from around Africa, from all the different, countries in Africa. And it was a buffet. So we would go there and eat the buffet, and then we would sneak into the pool area because it was so close to it. Oh boy. But yeah, it was such a nice hotel. But you didn't hear that from me. Wink, wink. Marissa, don't tell on me. I used to do it even when I worked at Universal, though, in Orlando. There were times that a couple of us on a weekend or something like that, when we were off, we would go sneak into the hotels, pools, like Hard Rock Cafe. You can actually, Hard Rock Hotel, you can hear the music underwater, which is pretty cool. And by the way, I actually prefer, okay, so I have not been into Universal Studios in California yet, but I have been to City Walk. And honestly, I like the City Walk in Orlando much better. I like the layout better. And, and the one in Orlando has a lot more room, probably because real estate is so, you know, so much easier in Florida. But, yeah, my friend is actually there right now visiting a lot. He went to St. Augustine today, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, so apparently I lost my wind. Hi, Steven. Yes, she is. She's a non-releasable. Her name is Lavender. And she's cuddled up right next to me here. Usually she wants to be under covers, but she will be after the live. We'll put her back in either in her little green room or under the covers. Well, tomorrow, by the way, I get my 6th cycle of immunotherapy. And then next week I get my CT scan to see how things are going. My blood work looked a little wonky, so I got to talk to the doctor about that and see how things are going with that. But it wasn't too crazy out of whack, but a couple of things I want to kind of address with them. Other than the fatigue, like some of the side effects and stuff, I'm actually doing pretty well. Because it's just like something you just can't get past. You have to, kind of manage the side effects and stuff. But from Lenvima, because it causes, I'm sorry. But here's the positive thing. I mean, the immunotherapy caused my hypothyroid, which I don't know how many of you know that. I know a few of you do. And then, so my thyroid went from normal to like 18, which is crazy out of whack. And then finally, after a few months, now it's normal. So I am, oh, you know what? This is my calm time too. But I do like to advocate for health as well. Hello, Sherry. Good evening. But I need to ask my friend. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I literally will just share information because that's who I am. I will keep you posted. Okay, good night. Good night, Marissa. Thank you for moderating this evening. And, yeah. Well, thank you. Nope. I don't feel horrible, so if I even asked my oncologist, I'm like, well, I wouldn't be feeling better if it were spreading. And he's like, yeah, no, you wouldn't be feeling better. So, just kind of going with the flow. I guess I'll give it 3 more minutes, guys, and then we'll kind of wrap up here. Or, well, now it's 2 more minutes. Oh, yeah. I'm not just hanging. I'm managing pretty well. I'm managing all of it very well because I have a lot of great people surrounding me, and I have a really good outlook on things. After the initial blow, like finding out, but yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm very, very optimistic about everything, and I'm like, even if it ends in the worst possible way, which we all consider as unaliving, then that's my life. And that's okay. That, we're here to have these experiences, and this is part of our growth. Oh, thank you, Sherry. This is, hey Squirrely. Almost called you Jill. Hey, Squirrely. So it's just like I feel like it's a really great experience. Hi. So I'm just kind of rolling along, and I've learned not to freak out. I look at my blood work and stuff sometimes, and now that I've gone through the whole gauntlet of things, I look at it and I'm like, all right, well, if they don't call me about it, or they don't, say I need to worry, then I'm not going to worry. I will bring points up though. I'll be like, hey, so what's going on with this here? It's only like a few points off, but, I'll still bring it up, because sometimes a combination of things being a few points out can mean leading to something a little bit more daunting. But, like for instance, my AST is high, and it's never been high. Nope. Has it been? Oh, now I'm questioning myself. Anyway, it's a little high right now. It has been low most of the time in the past, but that's to do with your liver. So, and I do know that this medication can affect the liver, so that's why they do all the testing. So I know that we'll catch everything in time if anything is happening. But I do not freak out until they tell me I need to worry about it. Hi, Three of Many's. How are you? So that's just how I roll these days. And that's kind of brought me to a point where I can tell other people the same thing, no matter what you're going through. I mean, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to be health. It can be anything. the way that you handle it and the way that you're able to find peace. And like, I know some of you have heard this before, but oh, good. I'm glad the surgery went well. See, I knew you'd be fine. It's because you came in our live beforehand. That's why. Sending you all the good vibes. See, we send you all the good vibes. But I want to do this. I'm still trying to figure out my steps on what I need to do with public speaking. But I want to call it, this is what I want to call it. Finding your power in the storm. Just like being able to find your place, because sometimes that's where you can find peace. Just know you've used your space to create positive and happy space for. Yes, absolutely. And that's what I want to do. I actually created another TikTok on here, and I'm still trying to grow that one, but it's all primarily wrapping around health. It has my videos from I haven't been posting enough, but I put a bunch of videos up there to start about my journey with all of this thing. And I don't like to even say that I'm fighting, because, I mentioned this last night, but I keep repeating myself because it's such a poignant piece of information for anyone, is that, if you fight something, it's going to fight back. And that's what this lady in Mexico told me. It's at a clinic, like a cancer clinic. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. It changed my entire outlook on everything to do with this whole journey. And I mean, I almost kind of cringe a little bit when somebody says, oh, you're fighting the good fight, or you're fighting or whatever. And I'm like, actually, no, this is not how I look at it. But it opens the door for me to be able to explain to them my point of view, and I'm like, well, actually, I don't look at it that way. I kind of look at it like it's an experience. It's something that I have now gone through that I can help others with their path. I can help other people, advocate for their health, especially in the cancer realm. I do not know even but a tiny, like 0.00001,000th of a percent of about cancer, even about what I have had. But, I definitely know how to help people advocate, speak their mind, ask questions, talk to the doctors, don't be afraid, make a list, all of these things to, never heard it that way, and we should repeat it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly. We need to repeat it because we ourselves are here for this experience. We signed up to come here to have this human experience. So when things happen to us, like contrast, sometimes we're like, oh, why is this happening to me? And you go, well, you planned for it. You came here for this. This is why you're here. We're not here for all the roses and the pretty smells and all the positive things, because then we wouldn't know how great it was to have them. If we never experienced the negative things, we would never know what the positive was like. Just like to appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the roses, Razor. Anyway, so that's kind of where I come from now, with my state of mind and how I look at things, and just relax and know that the universe has got my back. I don't need to worry about it. And, even when I say, like, I'm not going to worry about something until the doctors tell me. And matter of fact, the last time I went in to see the oncologist, and the number that they check kind of gave them an idea that my cancer had returned. And I don't think she even knew what to do at this point, because when she's like, so did you check the number? And I was like, no. And she goes, well, it's elevated and this, that, and the other. So it's, and so I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, okay. So what next? Like what are we doing next? Like chemo or immunotherapy, whatever. I went like right into the question. She was like, so I know that this is not the news you wanted to hear. She was like so confused. It's like she had like this spiel set up, and I didn't fit that. I didn't fit the spiel, because she just, and I wasn't in shock. I was fully aware of what was going on. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, nope. Exactly. And you know what's funny? Is I find myself, quote unquote, fighting to explain my anti-fight nature. Like, because it's something, I'm just educating other people on my take of how I look at things. And if that spreads to other people and makes them feel the same way and maybe changes their outlook and helps them manage their outlook better, then I've helped, And even if it's just the seed that starts to grow, because that's where it starts. It took me getting having to, good night, Stephen, have a good night. When now we've gone the full hour almost. So 9 more minutes, guys. 9 more minutes. We'll go ahead and go the full hour. But, so it's very important that we put this good positive energy into the world. And that's another reason that I just don't want any politics or religion on this chat, because I want everyone to feel welcome here, no matter where you come from. I don't care if you are from Mars and you're purple and you have green hair and lots of weird moles on your face. I don't know, I'm going weird because I'm a filmmaker and I'm going to tell funny stories. But I started, if you guys like comedy, by the way, this is completely off the cuff and complete tangent. You guys are probably used to this by now. I started an Instagram, and it's called, I think, the Daily Comedic, wait, is it the Daily Comedic Cucumber? Daily Comedic Cucumber. I'm using this filter that turns you into a cucumber on Snapchat, and I record funny things and I post them on Instagram. So if you guys like comedy, and it's just the silly, like, little grandma looking cucumber, and I just make up these cute little funny things or whatever, because I love comedy. That's how I get through life. I laugh at things. So anyway, just a little plug for that Instagram. And they're all the same looking. Oh, you saw them, Kala? I posted one tonight too. You wish she would blink? Well, she's kind of asleep, so that's why she's not blinking. You're not blinking, huh? Yeah, you're such a sweet girl. Okay, pause for cuteness. Pause for cuteness. Her cuteness. Come here. See, hi, baby. She's like, no. I go sleepy. Bye-bye. Good night. Yeah, they sleep with their eyes open a little bit sometimes. I had the nurse laughing even though it took her 20 minutes and 4 pokes to get the IV going. That's great. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, because that helps you stay less nervous too. Like when you're just enjoying yourself and you're like, okay. I mean, well, when I had my surgery for my cancer, I am not going to say that I was still trying to be myself a little bit, but that was a rough one, because they came in and told me that I had cancer like minutes before I was being rolled back for surgery. So that one was a little rough, and I'm not going to pretend that one I was a breeze through, because it wasn't. But once I found my footing, and matter of fact, after the surgery, and when I was told that I needed to do chemo, that's when I talked to the medical clinic, the cancer clinic down in Mexico. So that's when that all kind of took place. I'm planning on doing a documentary about this. I just need to kind of do it. Even the doctors and all the people, they want to be a part of it as well, which I didn't know. I found out from one of the head oncologists there. So that's pretty cool. Been talking about it for over a year now. Have I done a thing about it? Nope. I have friends that are supposed to help me, and I have all the equipment. We can even use the hospital to film it. They said I could, but I just have to put together a proposal, and I have to put down the names of all the people that are willing to be in it and everything. So, and my oncologist that came back through the rotation, he was like, he's like, oh, are you working on that documentary you were talking about? I'm like, not yet. I'm like, but it's coming. Hello. How are you? I cannot tell what that little symbol is at the moment. Is it a fish hook? No. I can't see what it is. Is it a horseshoe? Anyway, we got 5 more minutes, guys. There's sometimes when I go in for like immunotherapy and they take some like a few times. Oh crap, that reminds me, I need to. There's sometimes when I go in for like immunotherapy and they take some like a few times. Oh crap, that reminds me, I need to drink some water because they can always tell when I have not had enough water to drink because they're like, oh, you must not have been drinking water. It's harder to get the IV in. So I gotta do it. I do. I write poetry as well. It's been a long time since I've written much, but I have a whole bunch of poems just in a box. A whole bunch of them. But yeah, I do love poetry. Hey, little girl. Hi, Regina. Did your electric situation get sorted out yet? Maybe. Absolutely, Gala. And you have me on Instagram too, so you can do it there too. Well, yeah, you'd have to do it on there. No, you can't do it on here. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, finally. It took me 4 hours playing phone tag, but I finally got it straight. Oh, good. Good. I knew it couldn't go much longer than this. They couldn't be that dumb. I'm glad to hear that. So how is the new place? Now that you're getting settled in and you have gotten is your electric on now and it's settled, or it's straightened out and it has yet to be turned on? I bet. I know. Oh, man. And they send you in the circles. And you're like, no. Like tonight, I was actually on there with Amazon because I forgot to change my phone number before I changed my phone number because how would you know what number you're going to have on Amazon? And it had 2-factor authentication. And I mean, I didn't realize that I had the 2-factor authentication on there apparently. So I no longer have that phone number. So I was trying to log in to cancel the Star subscription that I only wanted to do for the 1 week, the free week. And I'm like, guys, so here's my situation. So I sent in my ID and everything, but I had never heard anything back from them. So I ended up on chat tonight. And this person's like, oh, do you drive for Flex? I'm like, well, I might be signed up for it, but I don't do it. And they're like, oh, well, do you want to do it? I'm like, no, I actually don't, but I'm like, why are we here? She's like, oh, well, here's the phone number to call Flex. And I'm like, no, I need to change my phone number. I don't want to sign up for Flex delivery. What the heck? Oh, anyway, and it was just trying to get them to understand. And then finally they understood. And then I had to talk to another department. So I talked to that department but then they were able to at least tell me, oh, you sent your ID, but you didn't block out your ID number. We can't accept it because you didn't cover up sensitive information. I'm like, oh, well, if I had been informed of that, I would have absolutely done that. I thought that you needed the number, but anyway, so they were able to get that sorted out. So hopefully the next day or two we'll get that all sorted. Yeah, so I'm just like, oh my gosh. This is the problem with outsourcing. Not that I have a problem with, jobs happening because there's like a massive amount of people that need to contact businesses and stuff like that. But sometimes you have no way to contact like what is it? Recently, there was one that, like Facebook, you can't even contact them anymore without paying them a fee to get help with your account that they might have screwed up, as Squirrely has found out. You have to do that too with Amazon. Well, I can tell you to remove the two-factor authentication. But now if you send in your business, you send in your driver's license, you have to block out your license number and your birthday. They need the address, the name, and your picture, and that's how they're able to use your ID. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, does anyone know if two people are on the lease and one moves out, can the other person still stay? You should be able to, but that other person would still probably, if they're on the lease, they'd still be liable for their half, I think. And if someone else moves in, then they would have to be approved to be on the lease as well. They'd have to go through the same process that you guys did to get approved, if that makes any sense. That's at least in the experience that I, why does the picture matter? It's not so they can actually see you. I know, right? But apparently that's it. Hey, Paul. Thank you for the team bracelet, the heart me, and the cheer you up. Hello. I saw the video of Nibbles. He's such a cutie. I just, I know not to, but I just want to pick him up and just hug him and My brother moved out today, but he's still going to give me money. Okay. What? He just moved in with you. What the heck? As long as you can pay the... Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, I just don't want to get kicked out. Well, if he's still going to help pay the rent, then I don't see that being an issue, like Gala said. Do you have, like, somebody to, like, help you? Because I know you're in a wheelchair and everything. I imagine you're on a first floor, though. And do you have all of that handled? Did he help you with all of that? Or I'm getting mad at your brother. I'll wait for your answer before I start to end the live. Yeah, my friends are living here as well, so there's 2 other people. Okay. But still, like, your flesh and blood. Oh my goodness. Well, tell him that Raven is upset with him too, if he knows about me. Raven with Lavender the Opossum is upset with him. Jokingly, but also not. Lavender must be dreaming the way her ears are twitching. Probably. Oh yeah, her little whiskers are twitching too. I get the best cuddles from this girl, I'll tell you. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and end the live now. Thank you so much for all the likes, the follows, the conversation, comments, new friends. Hey Teresa, good night. And just when we thought she couldn't be any cuter. I know, right? That's the thing. Her little feet were twitching. Yes. You and Lavender and Jericho can move in with us and take his room. Right? I know, it's like, it's so tough. I'm on the other side of the country. Good night, Sherry. I will give him a good night pat for you, for everybody. I got to give him boops. I hear him snoring too, so let me see. Can I see him in the... You see him in the mirror, kind of? He's laying down. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for all of the gifts. And I don't know if you're still here, Amanda, but thank you for popping in and moderating a bit. And yes, good night and sweet dreams to everybody. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, be well. Here's to half the heart, and here's the other half. Good night, everybody. Good night, Regina. Good night, Gala. And I'll check your message. Bye for now.